Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing Why Am I Feeling Like This? What should I focus on my path? And I'm going to hopefully give you some motivation. So I'm not sure exactly how I want this pick a card to go, but we'll just go with the flow and see what comes up. These are basically messages that you need to hear right now to help bring you clarity, motivation, and inspiration. So if you're new to the channel, I'm Megan. I'm the mother of tarot. I do a ton of pick a card readings, a lot of spiritual content, and I'm just here to help guide you on your path, hopefully help bring things to light that you need to hear. So really quick, before we get into it, I just want to give a shout out to Alicia. Thank you so much for donating a deck to me. I love getting decks in the mail. It is like Christmas to me. It's so exciting. So this deck is so beautiful. Guys, if you want to donate a deck to me, I would love it. I have my Amazon wish list down below. It literally makes my day. She donated the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and it's just, I really wanted this deck, obviously, because it was on my list, but it wasn't one that it wasn't in my top 5, but as I've been looking through it, I love it. I am obsessed with it. Like, it has been so beautiful. It's been bringing me so many good messages, and I only got it like 3 hours ago. But I'm going to use this deck for you. So when you pick your group, you're picking from the Animal Spirit Guide book. It's the the Spirit Animal Oracle is what it's called. The cards are so beautiful. I mean, look at these. They're so beautiful. And we're gonna see what spirit animal is working with you currently and what kind of energies they're helping assist you with. And there are 2 more shout outs I want to give before we get into this. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Louisa. I think that's how you say your name, for giving me donations on PayPal. Thank you so much. It really helps my channel right now. I could really use the support. So just thank you so much for all of you that have donated. And all of you that have donated in the past. I know a lot of you that watch my channel have donated other Oracle decks and Tarot decks in the past. And some of you have donated to my PayPal. So just thank you so much. It really means the world to me, and I just love all of your support. Okay, now we can get into the pick a card now. So there's 4 groups to pick from. Alright, group number 1. So if you pick this Oracle card, you have the Buffalo Spirit. It says the abundant universe will provide. This is a really positive spirit animal to be working with, because I really feel for this group that you're really learning how abundant the universe is, obviously, but also how worthy you are of it. You're really stepping into your worth. And I feel like for this group, that there may have been some challenges lately. I feel like there's been a lot of clearing in your solar plexus. Maybe some of you have even had stomach issues. I feel as though, or maybe you've been feeling anxious. There's just a lot of clearing going on, because in this Buffalo Spirit, we have the number 10, right? And 10s talk about the end of certain things, the end of blockages, the end of cycles. And I really feel as though a lot of you are coming to the end of a limited mindset when it comes to the abundant planet we live on. Because I feel like there's so many different ways, right, that you can have these blockages when it comes to believing in an abundant universe. We can have them with money. We can have them with love. You know, we can think it's hard to make money, or it's hard to find love, or it's hard to make spiritual friends, or it's hard to find my soul's purpose, or spiritual gifts, or, you know, whatever it is that we think could be hard. And I'm not saying that it's not hard, but that just ties in with our perspective and our beliefs. And I really feel for this group that you're clearing a lot out. So if you haven't been feeling that great, I feel as though something that you've been working on is your sense of gratitude and your appreciation. I feel like you have a really good mindset when it comes to that. And I do think that Spirit is helping you clear out some things from your childhood that you've been believing in. And a lot of these, I think, are subconscious. I really feel like that for this group, and I can really relate to this group a lot. I feel like lately my pile 1s I've just been always relating to. I always relate to all the groups, but there's always 1 or 2 groups that I really resonate with, and this is it. This Buffalo Spirit, because the universe is so abundant, and while it's easy to say and be like, okay, yeah, it's about training our subconscious mind, right? And really accepting it and finding the truth in it by shifting our perspective. And that takes time. And I feel like you've been doing this a lot this past year. I feel like you've been shifting your mindset in this, and the universe is starting to become more abundant, and you're starting to realize that everything is within your grasp and you have all the tools within you. So this is really beautiful and really powerful. I'm going to pull some more tarot cards. Let's see what else is going on with your energy. Okay, we have the Mother of Pentacles reversed, the Hermit, Three of Cups, Mother of Wands reversed, the Ten of Cups reversed, the Ten of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles. I love this depiction for the Mother of Pentacles. Let's focus on these first three cards. Because the Mother of Pentacles, especially this depiction, you can see that this deer is cuddling with her, is it a fawn? Is that what we call a baby deer, I think? Or a doe? No, I think it's a fawn. Anyways, her baby deer. And you can tell there's just a lot of nurturing happening, right? That little baby deer looks so happy and so comfortable. And I really feel for this group that you're learning how to really nurture yourself. I feel as though you're very sensitive, intuitive people, and you require a lot of nurturing. I think everybody requires a lot of nurturing, and I think as we grow older and we go on our spiritual path, we start to learn how to love ourselves, and that self-love becomes such an important staple in our process. But when we're practicing the self-love or learning how to love ourselves, right? Because that can be hard. One person can just say, oh, love yourself. But it really takes time to learn what kind of love our body needs, right? And for you, I feel as though you're really learning how to nurture yourself. Like, give yourself your own motherly, nurturing energy. Really sit with your body, because then we have the Hermit right next to it. The Hermit talks about sitting with ourselves. It talks about meditation. It talks about going within. So I feel for you, you're at a stage now in your life where I feel like you've done a lot of work towards your goals. You're good at putting in the action aspect in your life, whether it's your relationships or your career. I feel like you're taking the proper steps. But right now, and it's good to keep focusing on that, but right now it's really important to, while you're finishing up this cycle, right? Because we have 2 tens again here. While you're finishing up this cycle, this chapter of your life, Spirit really wants you to really go within and really nurture yourself and talk to your body, communicate with your body, and see what it needs. And I talked about this. I'm going to repeat myself, so I'm sorry, but this message has been so incredibly important to me, and I feel like for this group especially, this is really going to help you. I don't know if you saw my last video. It was about how I was having a bad day. And I talked about how important it is for us to nurture ourselves and how I've been doing a lot in my own life, right? When our body is in discomfort, when our body's in pain, our body's communicating to us, right? We know that. It's saying, hey, something's wrong. But sometimes it's hard to figure out what's wrong, right? So we sit with it, we meditate, and we try to listen. And even when we do those steps, it's still hard sometimes to understand. I know, I get it, it's hard. I have a difficult time with it at times. I think sometimes our body resists. It doesn't want to tell us what's wrong. Because sometimes when our body does tell us what's wrong, like say you have a stomach issue, and your body's telling you that you care too much about what people think of you. And you might hear it, or you might feel it, but when your body tells you, you might go, oh, that's not it. I don't care, or I don't care what people think of me. You're wrong. And your body kind of gets shut down. And it's almost like your inner child that's trying to communicate to you, right? That they're hurt. They're hurt. And you're like, no, that's not it. That's not it. Stop complaining about that. That's stupid. We shouldn't complain about that. We shouldn't worry about that. When really you need to be really patient with your body and non-judgmental and accepting. Because that's what we do with our friendships, right? If a friend comes to us with a problem, we don't say, oh, that's stupid. You shouldn't worry about that. Don't cry about that. That's not a big deal. We wouldn't say that to a friend, but we say that a lot to our bodies. And it's a lot of it's subconscious, right? It's not like we deliberately out loud are like, oh, shut up, Megan, you're stupid. But we're our own worst self-critic. So sometimes we will bring that energy towards our own bodies. So all I'm saying is sit with your body with acceptance, openness, and try to be as non-judgmental as you can. When memories come up of the past, I know sometimes we can compare ourselves. Well, maybe my mother didn't spend enough attention on me, or give me enough nurturing. But at least she didn't beat me, right? I shouldn't complain, because it's not like, it's not that bad. It doesn't matter. That's comparing your experience to somebody else's, and yours is just as valid because it was your experience. So really sitting with your experience, your traumas, your memories, your habits, your beliefs, and honoring them, and really just giving them some space to feel, to explore, because that's how we release these stuck emotions and all of these pains and discomforts that sit in our body, or these blockages that block us from abundance, right? They're all tied to certain emotions. And these emotions most likely stemmed from when we were a child, because that's when we form all of our beliefs, until we're about 7 years old. So all I'm saying is really spend time nurturing yourself. And then we have the Three of Cups, right? So confiding in your friends, even when you're not feeling good. Finding someone to talk to that can have a safe space for you. And also talking to your body like you would talk to your friends, right? So both aspects apply with this card here. And I feel from this group that you've been doing really well. And this work I'm talking about, this nurturing your body, if you've been hard on yourself in the past, if you've been a perfectionist, if you've been a lot embarrassed about things or ashamed, this is a lot of work. You've done a lot of other shifts. You've really worked on your energy. This is advanced stuff, okay? This is advanced. And if you're not understanding what I'm saying, or if it's not completely making sense, don't worry, because this is something that your spirit guides are working with you on, and your higher self, and it will become more clear as time goes on. But really, it's really important for this group to sit with yourself at least 5 or 10 minutes a day. Talk to your body with as much loving, nurturing care as you can. Pretend there's a little 5-year-old you in there, and you have to talk to that little 5-year-old to get the answers that you need. How would you talk to a 5-year-old? You wouldn't be like, oh, I'm frustrated with you. Why are you doing this to me? Why do I feel like this? What's going on? No, you'd say, hey, how's it going? I love you. You're doing great. Can we talk about this? How are you feeling? See what comes up. See what energies are associated with different pains in your body. You also might get messages through your dreams as well. So if you have a dream, writing it down in the morning, especially the emotions you feel in the dream. That's the most important part, because sometimes dreams don't make any sense, but we always feel certain emotions. So writing down what emotions you felt in the dream, and then analyzing that and saying, well, am I feeling like that anywhere in my current life? Or did I feel this way when I was younger? And why did I feel these emotions? What caused this anger? Say you're really angry in a dream. Where was I angry when I was little? It's kind of putting the pieces of the puzzle together, right? But this is how we learn how to communicate with our body. Okay, and then let's go to these 3 cards. The Mother of Wands reversed, 10 of Cups reversed, 10 of Wands. Again, we have more 10s. This is definitely signifying the end of something. You are definitely coming to the end of a cycle. To the end of this lack mindset, because I think that group 1, you do have really good energy about you. But I do think sometimes you're maybe living a little too much in the future. You want a lot of things in life, so sometimes you focus too much on that. And it's okay to focus on that, but again, finding the balance, right, of living in the present moment and focusing on what we want to bring in for our future. And this is really tied in with your creative energy, because this Mother of Wands is in reverse. And I like this depiction with the Mother of Wands because it looks like she's protecting her eggs. And when I see that, it's almost like you're protecting your heart, like you've been protecting something, you've been hiding something. And I feel like it's something you don't know that you're protecting, or know that you're hiding or holding back. Something that you're holding back. It's a subconscious thing. But I feel like it's really gonna become relevant soon. I do see a breakthrough. And this is also tied in with your creative energy. So if you have a platform where you help people, or you have a creative hobby, or you're exploring your spiritual gifts, this is really tied in to all of that. And then we have this Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like with this Hierophant, there's a lot of guidance around you. There's a lot of really amazing teachers that your spirit guides are putting in your life to help bring clarity for you and to help empower you. So whether that's a mentor you're working with, or people online that you're finding, or a book, a new author, or it could be anything, but I really feel like they're speaking through these people. So when you're hearing profound messages, or you're hearing something that makes sense, you're like, oh, that's how my spirit guides talk to me. Because I think sometimes we can feel alone because we want something more obvious from our spirit guides, right? We want an obvious confirmation, or we want more confirmations or more synchronicities. But part of the spiritual path is having faith, right? And trusting. And if we're getting, 20 synchronicities a day, it wouldn't be as magical, and we'd stop relying on our own inner faith. We'd be relying on things outside of us. And for those of you that picked group 1, if you already help people, if you have a business where you help people, or you have a platform where you teach, or you're a spiritual leader of some kind, or I really see you doing really well, because we have the 9 of Pentacles next to the Hierophant. So I love the 9 of Pentacles. Whenever I see this card, it talks about making money, enjoying the finer things in life, and being in your own independent energy, like having your own business or something like that. So for some of you that already have a business, I see you doing really well with it. I feel like this cycle needs to end. I feel like it's ending soon. I feel like you're in the midst of it ending. I really feel for this group that there's going to be a big breakthrough soon for you, a really huge aha moment, a really big piece to your puzzle. It's just going to make more sense. Something big is coming, and this is a timeless reading. You can watch it at any point, but while I'm filming, we're in eclipse season, so it could fall around the full moon or the new moon. Any of the eclipses, I think, are just going to be so powerful for you. So make sure you're spending extra time on those days going within, whether you're taking a walk in nature or taking a long bath. Do something where you can be in your own energy and you can really recharge. If you don't own a business, or you don't have a spiritual platform, I feel your breakthrough might be that. Your guides, I feel like, are preparing you for something really big. So your breakthrough might be starting a YouTube channel, or starting a business, or discovering your spiritual gifts, or something like that. Take what resonates, but I see this group as very powerful. Your main focus right now, focus on yourself. Focus on loving yourself as much as you possibly can, okay? Really nurturing yourself, because that self-love is not only going to heal you, it's going to reflect on all the people around you, and it's going to heal like everybody around you. It's going to heal you, it's going to heal them, and it's going to really, I feel like this glow up is coming. You're just going to be radiating all of these colors, and the universe is going to reward you. The universe is really going to be abundant. I feel like it has for this group, but I feel like it's going to go to a whole new level, okay? So this is really, really positive. So if you in group number 1, if any of you have been experiencing like anxiety or depression or worrying or anything like that, I do feel as though it is because this energy is clearing. So keep that in mind when you're feeling more intense, that there's a lot coming out, okay? So be patient, and your body especially needs extra love during those times. It's a little bit harder to give our bodies love because we can get really frustrated with our bodies, like, oh, you're making me anxious, it's hard to do this, like, stop, can you just stop, why is this happening? Try to change your mindset, try to use your words with more intention and more love and compassion, okay? That's really going to just shift things for you, and it's going to help you with this breakthrough, okay? So I love you guys. Thank you so much for just being part of my life and my channel and supporting me. If you guys want to donate, I am accepting donations, whether it's an oracle or a tarot deck or anything. But I appreciate it so much, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and I'm also, I'm also open for one-on-one sessions. I wanted to say that too. So if you want to book with me, I have everything down below. Alright, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So if you pick this oracle card, we have the Ant Spirit. It says it's time to collaborate. So this is a really positive card. There's going to be some new people in your life, or maybe recently you've met some new people in the spiritual community. And I feel as though your spirit guides are nudging you to reach out to them, to build stronger connections, or to possibly work with them if you have a platform. Maybe you're just, for some of you, I'm hearing that you're just starting to build your business, or maybe you're taking it in a new direction, you're switching careers, you're starting a new hobby, you're exploring your spiritual gifts, or something like that. I mean, we have the one here. So this talks about beginnings. So there is some new energy coming through. And I feel like this person that you collaborate with, who you work with, and it doesn't have to be a collaboration. This could just be reaching out, making stronger connections. Take what resonates. But this person that you'd be reaching out to, that you'd be working with, or just communicating with, or building a relationship with, is really going to be somebody that really helps you on your path, really motivates you, and gives you a very safe space for you to open up and share what you're going through. Share your past, share your struggles, share the good and the bad and everything. And I love how there's puzzles in this card too, because I was talking about the first group about putting the pieces to the puzzle together. And I use that analogy a lot in my pick of cards, but I feel like this person coming in is just going to help you pick up the pieces. They're going to help make sense of things, and you're just going to be able to talk with them and feel really comfortable, and it's almost just going to flow really well. I'm also hearing, even if you're really busy, because I was getting this image of like really busy ants, to take time to slow down to build these connections, because it's going to help you a lot. So maybe if you're like, oh, I'm too busy with this and that, and I don't have time right now, your soul is craving more connection. It's craving more people. And don't be scared if you're like an introvert and you're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable with that, or I'm nervous, because you're going to feel at home with these people. And these people might reach out to you. These people are going to be very similar to you, okay? So this is really exciting. These are definitely people part of your soul tribe, okay? So let's pull some more cards and see what other messages we're getting. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups in reverse, the Five of Swords, Teacher, Professional Assistants, Ascended Masters, a Consciousness of Lack, and Victim Mentality. Okay, I love all these cards that came out, because I like how the Professional Assistants came out and the Teacher, because I really feel like this person you collaborate with is going to teach you a lot, and they're going to assist you on your path. For some of you, you could be working with a mentor, but for a lot of you, I do feel like it's a friend, or this mentor you work with is going to become your friend, something like that. But let's talk about the first three cards that we have. The Six of Cups reverse, this Five of Swords, and Teacher. The Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups talks about, they could talk about our past. And I'm getting this energy that maybe in the past you had a hard time making good friends, or meeting people that understand you, or that can relate to you. Or maybe they brought a lot of drama. Or maybe you had social anxiety or something like that. Or maybe you still have it. And I really feel like Spirit, your guides, your angels are helping you shift your mindset when it comes to your relationships, because you're at a really good place. It might not always feel like you're at a good place, but you really are, and you're starting to have this energy where you attract people that are more like you, because I do feel like you've been opening up more, you've been more vulnerable. And I also feel for this group that you've cut cords. You've cut some people out of your life that aren't supportive on your journey, or you've been spending less time with them. For some of you, maybe you've broken up with a boyfriend or girlfriend or something like that. But I feel like Spirit's saying that these new people that are coming into your life aren't going to be like your old friendships. They're actually going to teach you a lot with this Teacher card. They're going to introduce new books to you, new spiritual YouTubers you haven't found yet. They're going to be excited about the same things as you. And you're going to actually, I just feel like you're both going to teach each other. You're going to show each other things. And I feel like they have really open minds and they want to explore and learn. And it's just going to be a really good friendship or collaboration. Or if you're going to be working with them on making a video or a project, they're going to be on the same wavelength, and you're going to get excited about the same ideas and concepts. So it's like, oh yeah, let's do that. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about that too. It's going to be this good energy. This is really going to be a new type of energy coming in. Yeah, because teacher and professional assistants, they both say people at the top. And then let's go to these other cards, the professional assistants and ascended masters. So see in this professional assistants how they're both reading something, and I love how the paper is like glowing. Because it's as if they're both reading the same spiritual content. They're both excited about the same thing, and they're both helping each other. And whatever they're studying is helping them with on their spiritual path, helping fill their soul, helping them with their soul's purpose, their career. And then we have the Spirit card, the Ascended Masters. So when this card comes in the upright, this talks about 2 Ascended Masters working with you, including Jesus and Buddha. So Jesus is here to help with your healing. So whether you're healing a physical ailment, emotional, mental struggles, anything like that, you can call upon Jesus, and he's going to help assist you with that. And then Buddha is helping you with enlightenment, helping you to open and expand your mind. So you can call upon these spirit guides, or I guess I shouldn't say spirit guides, maybe ascended masters, to help you, to help bring clarity, and to help bring you courage. And then we have this consciousness of lack and this victim mentality. And when I see these cards, see how both of these men are looking down. I don't feel like this is your energy, group number 2, constantly, but I feel like sometimes you get into this energy of feeling lost, or that you're not in the right place, or feeling overwhelmed, maybe a little anxious or nervous, whatever energy you might get into. I feel like you're going to be able to talk about these energies with this person coming in, or this could be more than one person for some of you. But I do feel like because we got 2 people cards here, and then there's 2 ants. It's either, I feel like it's different for all of you. I feel like for some of you it's 1 person, for others of you it's 2 people. But I feel like you're going to be able to be your true, authentic self around them. Like you can talk about the crazy dreams that you've had that don't make sense, or, just the anxiety you had the day before, or the worries that you have, and this person will just help sit with you, and they'll help you explore that without saying, oh no, you don't need to worry about that, like you'll be fine, or what, always trying to be positive, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes I think it's important to have friendships where we can sit with the discomfort, and I feel like this friend is really going to help ask the right questions. So sometimes I realize how important that is when someone's struggling with something, to ask specific questions to help guide them, right? To help guide their energy. Well, why do you feel like you felt like this? Or maybe it stemmed from something like this, or I had a similar experience and maybe it's kind of like that. Just not trying to rush to the conclusion. And I feel like a lot's going to uncover, and a lot of things from your subconscious mind are going to come forth. And you're going to heal a lot of blockages. You're going to heal a lot of old beliefs that you didn't realize were there. And these connections are just going to be so amazing and exciting. You're going to feel it. You're going to know, like, oh, this person is part of my soul tribe. Like, oh, wow. Your awareness is very heightened and high, and you're going to really see the benefit that they bring to your life, and also the benefit that you bring to their life, because I do feel like this is going to be a very balanced exchange of energy. Not one person helping out the other person more, because maybe for you, group number 2, maybe usually in your relationships, you're the one always helping the person, or you're always listening to somebody or giving somebody advice, which is fine, but it really helps when we can find those friendships or those business partners or those mentors or whatever it is that have a nice equal balance. This is really going to help you with your communication skills as well, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, so there's a lot of teals and blues, or I guess teal is blue, greens and blues, teals kind of coming through in the spread, so I really feel like your throat chakra and your heart chakra are going to be experiencing a lot of healing, as well as if you have any physical ailments. I see a lot of clarity as to the emotions that are tied to those physical ailments, and a lot of release and a lot of relief, a lot of relief for this group, which is really exciting. So Spirit's saying really focus on that. Focus on your dreams as well. Your dreams could have good messages, and really embrace these new connections. This is going to be so good for you. And for some of you, it might be somebody you already have in mind, and you're like, okay, I should reach out to them. I should see, or set the intention in the morning. If you're like, I don't know who these people are, but I need them, set the intention. talk to your spirit guides. I do all the time. I'm like, hey, this is what I need help with. I set the intention now that I will figure this out and that these people will be provided to me and I will have a clear knowing of what I should do, and then it happens. It happens. It's one thing if you think about it in your mind, but when you start to speak out loud what you need, what you want clarity for, whether it's a physical pain or an emotional pain or your career, or ask for one thing at a time too. Like, that helps me a lot. If you're just asking, okay, if you have a YouTube channel, I just want 100,000 followers or subscribers or whatever, or if you have a business and you're like, I want to make this much money a week, and you're aiming really high, it's not bad, but sometimes it's good to kind of take steps, Like lately for my business, I've been asking for 5 new clients a week. It's something that I believe is practical, that can actually happen, and that would be really good for me, and that's what I can handle with my energy, and that's what I'm starting to get. So I think sometimes setting the intention, I think it helps to do one thing at a time. You can manifest more than one and ask for more than one thing, but I think there's so much going on behind the scenes and with our energy that it does help, I think, to ask for one thing at a time, or okay, today I'm going to focus on this, and tonight and later that night I'm going to focus on this, and then, because we're always manifesting a lot of different things, and we're always, like, subconsciously, right? And we're always working on ourselves and doing all these things, but sometimes it helps to set one intention at a time, because then you actually really notice when it comes in. Because if you're asking for 10 things at a time and one of them comes in, you're not really going to find a lot of appreciation for it, because you might be focusing on those other 9. So just keep that in mind if it resonates for you. I also see that reading is really going to help you now too. So set the intention to find some books that are really going to help inspire you, really help motivate you, because there's a lot of books coming through. There's so many books. This could be videos too online, but for some of you, I feel as though you're going to find an author or a spiritual teacher that has written a book that's going to just really speak to your soul. Okay, so I hope this helped you, group number 2. If my channel is helping you, you feel called to donate. I love getting the oracle decks or tarot decks. I have my Amazon wishlist below. Also, I am open for one-on-one sessions, so if you want to book with me, I have all that information in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. All right, group number 3, welcome. So, for your oracle card, we picked the Fox Spirit. It says, think on your feet. I just love these cards. They're so beautiful. I just got these gifted to me, and look at the colors in here. I'm really drawn to the oranges and the reds, because I feel as though a lot of your energy is really healing in your sacral chakra and your root chakra. There's a lot of creative energy. I feel like there's been some new creative energy for you, group number 3, but I also feel that there's going to be a lot more coming in. And Spirit's really helping you get grounded right now. Really enjoying in the present moment. And I love this think on your feet, because when I hear that, it's almost as though Spirit's really encouraging you to be in the flow, go in the flow. So whether you're at work or you're having a conversation with somebody or you're doing anything, maybe you're the kind of person that likes to really prepare for something, or you like to think ahead, like what am I going to say? How am I going to say it? How is this project going to go? Or, maybe you worry about it, or maybe you're not even so worried, but you just want to be very prepared. And I feel like Spirit's trying to help you realize that you don't always need to do that. In some instances, I think that's obviously important. But I feel for you, group number 3, that you have so much inner knowledge, and that you almost overthink things too much, and that you're learning to trust in your body and in the moment that the answers will come. Maybe for some of you, when somebody's talking to you, maybe whether you're debating or talking about politics, or it could be anything, maybe you start to think about what you're going to say before they stop talking. Like maybe you're like, oh, I should say this or I should say that. Spirit's really encouraging you to fully listen and trust that when that person stops talking, you'll know what to say. Or that if you're presenting a project at work, or if you are building a business and you're doing a live on social media, trust that information will flow. Maybe some of you are learning tarot, divination. energy healing or something like that, and that's a huge part of that. That was one of the biggest things I learned at first, was learning how to trust that the information will just come, right? Having that faith, I think it's one of the hardest parts, but practicing that is so important, because I realized, and you can apply this not just in tarot, you can apply this in any part of your life, but when I first started reading tarot, sometimes I would lay out, 3 or 4 cards, and I wasn't getting any messages. I didn't know what the message was. But as soon as I just made myself start talking, right? Like I would pick up one of the cards and I would just start saying, okay, this is the 5 of Swords, and this is what this means, and, this is what it talks about. I would have to start talking, and then the messages would come. Then everything would start to make sense. But I had to just start. I had to go for it. I had to trust that the messages would come once I got into the flow. And once I get into the flow, they just start coming. Because even when I pull this card, this Fox Spirit card, it's not like I knew exactly what I was going to say. I was talking about the colors, and the colors, they represent different chakras. And I'm like, oh, creative energy, and then think on your feet, and then all kind of starts to tie together. But I don't just plan like, oh, this is what I'm going to talk about, because the messages won't resonate like that. They won't make sense. And even when I read for myself, sometimes I just have to start talking out loud, because that's how I channel messages, is through my throat chakra. So if I'm just thinking about the messages in my head, sometimes they make sense. Sometimes I get information with them, but I have to start speaking. And you got this blue crystal. So some of you are probably speakers. You're learning how to balance and not rely, but trust in your throat chakras. Trust in your inner wisdom that things will just come up when they need to. You'll be surprised. I do this with clients too. When I work with clients, sometimes they'll talk and I'll start to think of things that need to be said. But if I'm worried about losing that thought, and I think, oh, I have to keep thinking about it because I don't want to lose it, then I'm not listening to them, right? And then I'm just in my own head. I have to just not worry about it. And if I forget what I thought I was supposed to say, then it's not important. Or it'll come to me when it needs to come to me, right? And sometimes a client will keep talking, and then they'll finally stop, and I still won't have anything to say. And I'm like, but then they start talking again, and Spirit will be like, just listen, just listen. And then finally when my client's done, I know exactly what to say. Yeah. So, and that's just trusting, and that's having faith, right? So anyways, I'd love this for you. Let me pull some more oracle cards though. I want to see, actually I want to pull from this deck instead. Let's see what's going on. So we have the 6 of Cups reverse, the King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, financial constraints reverse, Angel of Pleasure, and Angel of Relaxation. And can I just say before we get into this, I feel really relaxed doing this pick a card. And I even had some coffee today. I don't usually drink coffee, but I just feel like this is a really good sign. So I feel like if you've been dealing with any anxiety or any worry, I feel like you're coming into a lot calmer waters, a lot of relaxation. And I just really wanted to share that because it's a really beautiful energy. I feel like you've released a lot of anxiety, or maybe you're in the process of feeling through some anxiety or releasing some. But I just see a lot of trusting, acceptance, and living more in the present moment for this group coming, if it hasn't already, or it's in the process of coming, or something like that. But let's talk about these first 4 cards, okay? The 6 of Cups reverse, King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and 6 of Pentacles. So these last 2, I really feel for this group that there's more financial stability coming in. For those of you trying to make more money, or if you're building your own business, I see people just being more generous to you. And it's right next to the King of Cups. So I really feel for this group, there's a lot of intuitives in this group. So if you're trying to, build a YouTube channel, tarot business, please comment below if you are, because I really want to know. I really feel like people are going to start being more generous. They're going to start paying you for your services. I just see these money blockages being removed. Because right next to it, we have the King of Cups and the 6 of Cups, right? This King of Cups talks about being a leader, taking action, but also having this really nurturing energy. And look, I talked about relaxation, and look at that energy of him, right? He looks so relaxed and so content and so at peace. Oh my gosh, I never noticed this, but it looks like he's sitting on top of the water. Or maybe he's at the shoreline, but he's just really going with the flow. He's in calmer water. Look at, he's literally sitting in calm water. And his crown chakra is just glowing. It's like there's not, so many thoughts going on. There's not too much overthinking. And with the Six of Cups in reverse, it's as though you've released a lot of these worries, these anxious feelings from the past, worrying about, like I said in the beginning with the fox spirit, right? Worrying about saying the right thing or being prepared or doing everything exactly right. I really feel like you're releasing that. This is really powerful energy. There's a lot of blessings I can tell coming for this group, not just financially, emotionally too, right? Because when we bring in more peace and relaxation, that's abundance of energy. Those are the best energies, I think, in my opinion. Maybe it's because I've struggled with anxiety and I've struggled with being in a rush and not living in the present moment. I can really relate to this group. Group 1 and 3, I can really relate to. Because this is similar to my energy right now and things I've been through in the past. But keep doing what you're doing. Keep taking deep breaths. Keep connecting to the present moment. Keep practicing your gratitude. You're definitely on the right path. And I just feel like there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs in the next couple months for you as well. And then we have that, the financial constraints in the reverse. Okay, so this card is basically saying you're releasing those blockages. When this card comes in the reverse, you're releasing abundance blockages. You're stepping away from that limited mindset of that it's hard to make money, or that no one wants me to help them, or I don't have enough gifts, or I'm not strong enough in my energy, or whatever mindset. You're walking away from that. You're seeing the abundance of the universe and you're trusting in it. You're surrendering. Group number 3. You are full on surrendering. And you're not going to fight with as much resistance. Because I think some resistance is key from what I'm learning. Some resistance to energy is key. But when we're completely resistant to certain energies or beliefs, that can really hold us back. I feel like you're coming into this really good balance. And then we have Angel of Pleasure. It says, take pleasure in the things you do. And Angel of Relaxation, let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. Yes. So it's great to manifest things and to pull things in that we want, right? It's great to attract that lifestyle, the relationships, the money, everything like that. But we have to let go of the how it's going to happen, right? That can be hard for us humans because we like to try to make sense of things. And to make sense of things, we'll make up a story. Well, if I'm going to make money, or if I'm going to meet the love of my life, it's either going to happen here or there or here or there. And we make up all these possible timelines, these possible scenarios. And I get it. I do that too. I get it. But Spirit's saying it's going to happen. Let go, surrender, trust. Those are your main mantras. I don't know why I'm burping so much. Maybe it's because I'm like clearing my throat chakra right now. Let go, surrender, trust. Those are the words you should be focusing on right now. And I do feel like you already are. I do. But wow, this group is powerful. You have so much inner wisdom. You don't have to be, a tarot reader or a spiritual worker to relate to this group. You can apply it to any part of your life. But you are getting what you want. Everything's coming in divine timing. And I feel for this group that you've been getting a lot of signs lately that have been saying that things are working in your favor. I feel like there's been a lot of confirmation and Spirit saying trust it. You don't trust it fully, that's okay. But this is like, they're saying strongly, trust it. And start enjoying yourself. Really start enjoying what you're doing. I feel like you do enjoy yourself and what you do. I really feel like that for this group, or you could take it as a hobby too. But whatever you're doing, you do enjoy it, but you do still sometimes overthink it, or you worry, or you think, well, maybe I should take it in this direction or this or that, because I feel like that's a habit you've done throughout your life. That's a habit that you've had since you were a kid, because it did help you for that period of time. But now it's not helping. Now it's holding you back in a sense. But that's okay, because you're working through this. This has been an ongoing thing for you, I believe. And because of your hard work and dedication to yourself, to loving yourself, to helping others, you are being rewarded, okay? So don't overthink things too much. Enjoy yourself. Have fun while you're doing this. I want to pull one more card for you. I want to pull one card about your future energy because I almost feel like this group needs more confirmation. I don't know why. So let's see. Oh my gosh, yes! This is amazing. I love this energy. A few cards popped out, but this one popped out like at first. The Page of Wands. Okay, this is that excited energy. Look how free she looks. She looks so free. Looks like she's having a good time, right? Looks like she's having a good time. She's having more fun. She's living in the moment. And she doesn't look like she's worried about tomorrow or yesterday or anything. She's happy. She's free. And it's like her inner child has been released and let out into the world. So, wow, this is powerful. Please comment down below, group number 3. If you feel called to donate, I would love to add more Oracle and Tarot decks to my collection. And I'm also taking on more clients. So if you do want to work with me, all my information is below in the description box. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Okay, group number 4, welcome to your reading. So if you pick this Oracle card, we have the Flamingo Spirit. It says, embrace the in-between. So this is talking about living in the present moment, right? Not living in the past, not living in the future. I know that's hard, especially that's hard for me. This is something I've been integrating this whole past year for months. But I love how they say that, embrace the in-between, right? Because while we are on our spiritual journey, we do look to our past. There's a lot of answers. There's a lot of healing to do for our inner child from the trauma that we've endured in the past or our past experiences, right? There's so much healing, but then it's good to look in the future because it's like, okay, this is, that's why we do pick a card. Is like, what's going to be coming to the future? We get excited. We start to realize our worth, and we start to attract a lot of things into our life. So it gets very exciting. But right now, Spirit wants, you to focus in the present energy because there's a lot of magic happening. There's a lot of really, really good stuff happening. And Spirit, your guides, your angels don't want you to miss out on all that. Not that you're going to miss it, but that it doesn't become as noticeable if your mind is, in different areas of your life. It's in the future, in the past, right? So this also talks about this Flamingo Spirit about new creative opportunities coming. Creative energy and new opportunities. It doesn't just have to be creative opportunities, it could be new opportunities coming. So I do see some new energy coming in for this group. And Spirit's saying that while that's exciting, and just by hearing that you might want to live in the future energy, that to help you get to this point, to help you really appreciate this opportunity, you have to live in the present moment. Because when this opportunity presents itself, if you're not living in the present moment, you might not fully appreciate it or understand if this is an opportunity you should take or not because your mind is all over the place, right? So the Spirit's saying focus in the present energy. Good things are coming. Good things are available to you now. And just really focus on getting grounded, okay? So let's pull some more cards and see what other energies are coming through. Okay, so the 6 of Swords, Strength reverse, 3 of Cups reverse, Mother of Swords, Divine Matrix, and Transitions. Yeah, and I love how this Transitions card came through because this has been coming through in a lot of readings. Same card. I just got this new deck, and this card keeps coming through. And it's right next to the Divine Matrix. And I feel like this makes sense when the Flamingo Spirit talked about embracing the in-between. So maybe you're in an energy right now where you're kind of waiting for an opportunity or waiting for some more movement. You're kind of anxiously waiting, like, when is this going to happen? Or when is this going to happen? Or how much longer do I have to wait? Because maybe you've been in this in-between stage of not as much movement, not as much progression as you would like. But I do feel like with this Divine Matrix that there are some things that you're not completely seeing. And that's okay because I feel like it's things you're not supposed to see. But Spirit's saying trust in the process. Trust in this phase that you're in because there's a lot more happening that you can't see. And you're not supposed to see it. It's part of you learning how to trust and have more faith in the process. You might be seeing a lot of repetitive 4s on the clock. or repetitive 8s. But I do feel for this group that your mind has really been expanding lately. I do feel like there have been a lot of new ideas or new shifts in perception, whether I feel like a lot of you are healing your past. You're definitely healing your heart. You're becoming more gentle with yourself. There's a lot more nurturing energy coming through, and I feel like that's building your strength and your confidence. I can really see that with the Strength in reverse, the 3 of Cups in reverse, and the 6 of Swords. You've been walking away from a lot of things. Maybe it's people for some of you. A lot of you, it's feeling insecure, or this feeling of life not being fair. You're really walking away from that. You're starting to realize there's more, there's better out there. And you're in this process of really learning to trust and expand your mind and really open it. Because I feel for this group, you already have an open mind, but your guides, your higher selves taking you a step further, like, oh, you just wait, we're going to show you even more. Because I do feel for this group that you crave a lot of answers, you do crave knowledge. Maybe you like to read a lot, but I just hear your guides saying strongly that you are going in the right direction. There's a lot happening. They're really assisting you. Take this time to keep opening your mind, to keep learning everything that you're learning, because it is preparing you for this next phase, and there's going to be a transition. There's going to be a shift soon where there's either like a new creative idea, a new hobby, maybe a switch in career for some of you, a new job opportunity, a new opportunity for you to expand your business. Some big opportunity is definitely coming in for this group. I do feel that strongly. And it's going to make more sense. You're going to be like, oh, like, that's why everything took a while, because I had to make all these new realizations and I had to come into this new energy to be able to integrate this into my life, or to be able to have time for this, or for me to actually want to take this opportunity. Because if I would have had this opportunity 2 months ago, I would have been too scared, or I would have been like, no way, you wouldn't have been ready for that. And I think that's really going to become obvious or prevalent. For some of you, this opportunity might have to do with your spiritual gifts, okay? It might not come in a monetary sense. For a lot of you, I do think it is a monetary sense, but for some of you, it is going to be like a spiritual gift, okay? So just make note of that. That's why Spirit's saying to live in the present moment. Because if you're not living in the present moment, and I know it's literally impossible to live in the present moment all the time. I'm not trying to say that, and neither are your guides. Just bring in those mantras and focus in on that attention more. Focus on grounding your energy. And something I learned from another medium, which I've been implementing lately, and I really do feel like it's been helping me, is a really quick way to ground your energy. I've just started following her about a month ago, and her channel is called The Rock Divine. And she has such a beautiful calming energy. She's a medium, and she does a lot of really interesting videos. I'm trying to book a session with her, but she's so booked up. But she talks about an easy way to ground your energy. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but she says one of the things that she does is she calls upon her spirit guides out loud. She says, "Hi, spirit guides, will you please ground my energy right now into the present moment? Thank you for doing so." And that's all she says. I've been adding at the end, and so it is. That's just something I like to add in. It's just been powerful for me to claim it. So that's what I say. I say, "Hi, spirit guides. Thank you so much for all that you do. I ask now that you help ground me into this present moment. Thank you for everything," and so it is. And I have been feeling more grounded lately, so maybe that's why I feel so calm while I'm doing this pick a card. I don't always feel this calm, but right now I just feel really calm. I feel very grounded, and so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Anyways, try doing that. I think that's really going to help you while you're going through this transition. Because then we have the Mother of Swords. I can tell for this group, I really feel like this is your energy. I feel like you're logical thinkers. Maybe you need a lot of evidence or proof in something. But I just see more of what you're going through making sense. Like, I feel like in another month or two, it's going to be different for each and every one of you watching. You're going to be looking back at yourself from 2 or 3 months ago, and be like looking at yourself like, oh, that's why all this happened. And this makes so much sense. And it's going to help you trust in the process more, because you're going to see the bigger picture of why all these things had to happen. And I just see you sitting in a calmer energy in the next, I really feel like it's integrating now. I do feel like it's integrating now, but I feel like especially in the next 2 or 3 months, you're really going to be at a calmer place, a more grounded place. You're also going to feel more of your inner wisdom and trust it more. Trust in your inner wisdom, trust in the universe, just a lot more trust. I'm also hearing for a lot of you that some of your creative energy that's going to be coming through soon does have to do with your spiritual gifts. It's very tied in. It might not be super prevalent in the moment, but I do feel like that's very connected for this group. I just feel like pulling one more card. Let's see. I like this one. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Yeah, so for this card, it's basically saying that when you have certain days where you're feeling more tired, rest. Go within. If you're feeling more anxious, talk to your body, send more love. And when I say send more love, literally talk to your body and say, I love you. It's okay that you're feeling this way. Give yourself a safe space to be able to feel that. Because we can be our own worst critic. We can be really hard on ourselves when we feel anxious, when we feel depressed, when we feel sick. We can say, oh, why is my body doing this again? Why are you being so annoying? Why is this happening to me? Why are you always doing this? I know. I've done it. But sitting with yourself, and this has been something I've been talking about a lot, and I did talk about with group number 1. But, sitting with yourself when you're feeling a little off, honoring the energy that you're at, bringing full acceptance and non-judgment, right? Being completely non-judgmental towards yourself. Even if what you're feeling is, well, it's not as bad as what that person's going through. It's not as bad as what that person's going through. It's your own journey. It's your own experience, your own beliefs, and your own trauma. So honor that and let your inner child have a safe space to release that, to feel in that, and to cry or to get upset or to feel whatever they need to feel. If you need to have a little tantrum and yell, whatever. I'm a crier, so that's how I release. I tell you guys all the time, I've been crying a lot recently. And it's good. I like crying now. Used to hate it. Love it now. But crying a lot, for me, that's been so healing. I'm giving my inner child a safe space to cry about things. Even when my ego mind, right, says, well, that's silly. You shouldn't cry about that. I'm putting that to the side. And all right, sorry, guys. My battery died. So anyways, giving yourself a lot of nurturing care. This is huge for you right now. You're going through a lot more than I think you even realize. And it's all good. It's all for the benefit, but it doesn't always feel good. And so just sitting with yourself, giving yourself a lot of love, and honoring your energy levels. And when you have days where you have more energy and you feel good and you feel grounded, then be more productive and do more things and work more on your projects, your business, your career, whatever. But when you feel a little tired, and I know for some of you that's hard. I understand because some of you have kids and some of you have full-time jobs and some of you are like, well, what are you talking about, Megan? Sounds like you have a lot of time to do this, but I don't have a lot of time to do this. And I talked about this in my last video, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to say it again. When you wake up in the morning, you take 1 minute. 1 minute. I know you all have 1 minute. And you speak out loud your intention. And you say, okay, spirit guides, higher self, show me how to make some time today for myself to nurture myself and love myself. Please provide the space and time for me to go within, to nurture myself, and to ground myself and help ground me in my energy, right? Say these things out loud every morning and you'll be surprised at how you can manipulate that energy. Give yourself some time and how it will just come all together. It's about commanding the energy, realizing what you're worth, and knowing your power and that you can make this happen. It's almost like casting a spell. It really is. I don't like to use the word spell a lot because I think it can be misinterpreted a lot. That's why I like to say commanding energy. It's a really positive thing. It's all about creating space for you. It's not about manipulating somebody's other energy or putting a spell on somebody. It's not about that. It's about directing the energy in your favor because the universe is always working in your favor. So just try that, practice that, put those intentions out there. It's going to be really powerful for you, group number 4. I'm really excited for you. Please comment down below. Let me know if this resonated. If you feel called to donate to my channel, I do have my Amazon wish list below, and I have so many tarot decks and oracle decks that I would like. Or if you want to donate money, that would be amazing too. And then I am open for one-on-one sessions. So if you guys want to book with me, all the information is in the description box. I will see you guys next time. Thank you.